Dragon Masters, War of the Thunder Dragon, Book 8. Chapter 1, Looking for Lalo. Lalo, Drake and Carlos called out as they walked through the trees. In front of the two dragon masters, a large brown dragon slithered across the path. Behind them, a short, cubby wizard named Diego was watching the sky. Together, they were searching for Carlos's dragon Wawu. Carlos had only just met the whining dragon when something terrible happened. A woman named Echo flew into Carlos' land 2 days ago. Riding a thunder dragon, she kidnapped Wawu. Drake's earth dragon worm had brought them to the island to look for Echo. Drake looked up at the trees. They were different from the one at homes in the kingdom of Bracken. These trees had long, shiny trunks. Their green, ruffled leaves reminded of him of the feathers. Do you think I will find her here? Drake asked Diego. Maybe, the wizard replied. Griffith's gazing ball showed Echo on an island a lot like this one. Griffith, another wise wizard, was Diego's friend and Drake's teacher. Kiki. Drake heard a cry when he looked up to see a brightly colored bird fly across the blue sky. This will be a nice place to hide out, Drake said, but I still don't understand why Echo kidnapped Wawu. She's a dragon master just like me, Diego frowned. As you know, Griffith teaches young dragon masters how to work with their dragons. Echo was his first student. She and Griffith often argued. He replied, What about what? Drake asked. Echo did not want to follow Griffith's rules. Diego replied. And one day, many years ago, she left Bracken. She took a thunder dragon, Neru, with her. Did you go after her? Drake asked. Yes, Diego replied. But Griffith and I could not find Echo or her dragon. We have not seen them since until 2 days ago. Carlos had been quite quiet for a while. Now the dark-haired boy turned to Diego. Do you think we will find Echo and Neru now? He asked. Diego nodded. There are more of us looking for them in this time, he said. Other dragon masters were out searching Boa and his water dragon Shu. Anna and her sun dragon Kepri, Rory and her fire dragon Vulcan, and Petra and her poison dragon Sarah. Griffith was in Bracken, watching over them with a gazing ball. I just hope that Wawu is safe, Carlos said. Drake walked up to his worm. His dragon had tiny wings, but he couldn't fly. He didn't need it to. Worm could use the powers of his mind to travel anywhere. Worm, I know you can sometimes use your mind powers to hear other dragons, Drake said. Do you hear Wawu? Worm shook his head. Then his eyes suddenly flashed green. What is it? Drake asked. Every dragon master wore a piece of the dragonstone that connected them to the dragons. Now Drake's dragonstone glowed green. Worm looked up. The sky turned black. A strong wind whipped up. A jagged streak of lightning flashed. That could be Wawu's lightning, Carlos cried. Then boom, thunder crashed. Lightning flashed again. This time it hit the ground next to them, sizzling. "It's the dangerous storm," Diego yelled over the roaring wind. "We must go." He touched the worm. The boy did the same. Before the next bolt of lightning flashed, they all disappeared. Chapter 2. King Roland's Big News. Drake's stomach flip-flopped as Worm transported them back to Bracken. They landed inside the training room in King Roland's castle. "Drake, Carlos, you're back," Bo cried. Drake blinked. His friend Bo and Anna were running toward him, followed by Griffith. The tall wizard looked happy to see them. "You didn't find Wallow either?" Bo asked. Drake shook his head. "Went to an island," Bo continued, "and we looked everywhere." "So do we," Drake said. "But then a bad thunderstorm kicked up and we had to leave." Griffith raised an eyebrow. "A storm?" "A bad storm," Diego said. "Neru and Wallow might have caused it, but we couldn't stay to find out." "When can we go back?" Carlos asked. "Let's return to the cottage," Diego said. "We can use my gazing ball to see when the island is safe." "Let us know what you find," Griffith said. Diego waved his wand. Poof! Diego and Carlos disappeared. Just then, Rory and Petra came into the room. Red-haired Rory was frowning. "Why did you make us come back?" Rory asked, looking at Griffith. "We were closer to finding Wallow. I knew it." "Actually, King Roland requested that you all return," Griffith replied. "I'm glad that we're all together," Petra said. "I'm not sure if Rory and I could fight Echo on our own." "I'm not afraid of Echo," Rory said. "You should be," Griffith said. "Over time, Echo's learned to tap into the powers of a dragon. This makes her very strong." "Will we be able to tap into her dragon powers too?" Drake asked. Griffith nodded. "Yes, but warning that takes many years. And I hope that you will all use the power to do good." Echo has chosen all stand for King Roland. 2 royal guards entered the room. Everyone got quiet. King Roland stumped down the stairs. His red cape flapped behind him. "Wizard, Dragon Masters, I have news," King Roland said. "I am going to marry Queen Rose of Arkwood." Anna clapped her hands. Petra made a squealing sound. Drake and Bo exchanged happy looks. "Queen Rose is so kind," Drake thought. Even Rory smiled. "Congratulations, Your Highness," Griffith said. "When is the wedding?" "Tomorrow," King Roland replied. "There will be a big celebration, and I wanted it to begin with a parade of dragons. We will get to work on it right away." "My king," Griffith promised. "Very good," the king said as he turned to leave. "I expected the most wonderful parade ever seen. Do not disappoint me." Chapter 3. A Little Help from Magic. "We can't plan a silly parade," Rory said. "We have to keep looking for Wallow." "Carlos and Diego are looking for Wallow," Griff said. "We must obey our king." Rory frowned but didn't argue. "There is so much to do," Petra said. "This is so exciting," Anna claimed. She ran into the classroom and everyone else followed her. Then she began to draw. King Roland and Queen Rose needed to make a grand entrance, she said. They should ride through the village in a fancy carriage, pulled by dragons. She wouldn't be honored to pull the carriage, both said. Anna nodded. Capri too. They both can pull the carriage. She started drawing again. Our dragons should do tricks to show off their powers, Rory said. Vulcanite could shoot fireballs. Fireballs are dangerous, Griffith said. Let's try to think of safe things your dragons can do. Rory frowned and then folded her arms. Sarah could sing, Petra said. She has a beautiful voice. I'm not sure what Worm should do, Jay said. You think of something, Drake, Anna promised. She held up a drawing of a fancy carriage. How's this? It's perfect, both said. But where will we get a carriage like that? By tomorrow, Anna looked at Griffith. Could you use magic? Griffith stroked his beard. I could do a transformation spell. He said, but I need something to transform. Something round and white. An onion, Drake cried. I'll get one. Drake ran off and soon turned with a big white onion for the kitchen. I bet my family grew this one, he said. We're the best onion growers in the whole kingdom. They all returned to the training room. Griffith placed the onion and the drawing on the floor. Stand back, he said. Griffith pointed to the onion. Sparks flew from his finger. They hit the onion. A simple onion is what you see. But a kingly carriage you shall be. He rimmed. The onion began to grow and grow. A big white carriage sat where the onion had been. The carriage was made of wood, carved with flowers. It looked just as Anna's drawing. It's perfect, Anna cried. This is wonderful start, Griffith said. Come, we have more work to do before the wedding. Chapter 4 A Parade of Dragons. Chapter 4 A Parade of Dragons. Today's a beautiful day for a wedding, Anna cheered at the next morning. There isn't a cloud in the sky, agreed Burrow. The dragon masters were outside the castle doors, ready for the wedding parade to begin. Each dragon master wearing new clothes made the king's tailor. Anna wore a yellow dress that shone like the sun. Bo wore a silky blue tunic with a wave stitched onto it. Rory's dress was red as fire dragon with a high ruffled collar. Petra's green dress had long sleeves and a short train behind it. Draco looked down at his yellow shirt and brown pants. His outfit was a lot like his old one, only neater and cleaner. I love how you match our dragons, Petra remarked. You look like a fire dragon princess, Rory. Rory smiled. Thanks, she said. But can I be a fire dragon warrior instead? Of course you can, Petra replied. Griffith up here. Places up, everyone. The king and queen are coming. Rory ran to Vulcan, who was leading the parade. She climbed up it and sat in the saddle. Puffs of gray smoke streamed from her fire dragon nostrils. Jacob picked up 2 buckets filled with flowers and ran to Worm's side. Worm stood next to Petra, her poison dragon Zera. Each of the Hydra foreheads were smiling. Behind them, straps connected Kepri and Shua to the magical white carriage. Anna and Boa rode onto the dragons. Just then, King Roland and Queen Rose stepped onto the balcony. The king wore his royal garments. Queen Rose wore a long white gown with red roses stitched all over it. Her eyes got wide when she saw the parade. Roland, what a lovely surprise! You know how much I adore your dragons. The king and queen came out the castle. King Roland opened the door of the carriage. After you, my dear, he said. Then they both climbed aside. Let the wedding parade begin, King Roland announced. The castle gates opened, and the dragons stepped forward, led by Griffith. Villagers from Bracken and Arkwood clapped as the parade made its way to the wedding grounds. Vulcan flew into the air. Orange and red sparks shot from his nose. The crowd cheered. On the ground, Zara began to sing. Sweet tones drifted over the crowd. Now, Worm, Drake said, and his dragon's eyes began to go green. Flowers floated out of Drake's buckets. They bounced and danced in the air like butterflies. Kids jumped up to catch them, giggling. The loudest cheer went up as Kepri and Shua pulled the white carriage through the crowd. King Roland and Queen Rose waved to the villagers. Huzzah for the King of Roland! Huzzah for Queen Rose! Everyone cheered. Suddenly, without warning, the sky grew dark. A wind whipped up. Lightning flashed. Take cover, Griffith yelled. The villagers ran to stand under one of the wedding tents. King Roland pulled out Queen Rose right away from the carriage window. A loud roar filled into the air. A roar like thunder. Boom! Drake looked up. A hole made of purple, swirling energy appeared in the sky. Echo and the dragon swooped down from a hole. A baby whining dragon flew behind them. Wow! Drake yelled. Chapter 5. Echo's Demand. Chapter 5. Echo's Demand. I want the dragons, Echo called out. Release them to me, and I will leave. Drake and the other dragon masters stared up at Echo and the Thunder Dragon. Echo had black hair and piercing eyes. A glowing green dragonish stone huge around her neck. Dark purple scales rippled down the long body of the Thunder Dragon. His four legs had big claws. Whiskers flowed from his snout. The lightning dragon hovered behind the Thunder Dragon. Drake saw a dark whip of purple light connected to Wallow to Echo. Wallow can't get away, he thought. Echo is using numerous powers to control him. Give me the dragons, Echo repeated, and her voice carried across the country yard. Echo, give Wallow to us, Griffith called up to her. Never, Echo replied. I know no weevil without the other dragons. King shook his fist at her. These dragons belong to me. Echo glared down at the king. Dragons belong to no one, she cried. Then let Lala go, Griffith yelled. You don't care about him. You're only using it to cause the storm. This lightning dragon should be with my thunder dragon, Echo yelled. They belong together. Boom! Nim roared loudly. Drake felt the earth shake under his feet. While Will flapped his wings nervously, shooting out sizzling sparks. The terrified villagers screamed and ran away. Drake glanced at the other dragon masters. They looked stunned and scared. But where was Rory and Vulcan? He wondered. Griffith stepped forward. Echo, enough. We'll let you fly away if you stop this now. He called up to her. Echo laughed. You'll let me fly away? I'm the one in control now, Griffith. Neru and I are more powerful than ever. Boom! The thunder dragon roared again. Drake had to cover his ears. Then Drake saw something reddish streaking across the sky. Rory swooped down, riding Vulcan. Her eyes looked angry, and Vulcan dove toward Echo and the thunder dragon. Blast him, Vulcan! Rory yelled.